Welcome to my series on literary criticism and theory. This is Denver here, and today we'll be discussing the literary theory of Longinus. Longinus was a Greek literary critic who lived in the 3rd century AD, and he is well known for his work on the sublime. So what did Longinus mean by the word sublime? So a good literary work according to Longinus is a sublime work. Sublimity according to Longinus is the echo of a great soul. So who is the great soul? The artist. So a great work is sublime because it's the echo of a great soul. Earlier critics believed that literature or poetry is mainly to delight and to instruct, and prose is to persuade. But Longinus took a different view. So for Longinus, literature is not just to delight, or it's not just instruction, it's not persuasion. According to Longinus, literature, the main aim of literature is to transport. The effect of a work of art is not to persuade, but ecstasis, or to excite, to move, or to transport. In the words of Longinus, sublimity in literature has to end not in persuasion but ecstasy. He also says a similar effect was achieved by the lawgiver of the Jews. No mean genius, for he both understood and gave expression to the power of the divinity as it deserved. When he wrote at the very beginning of his laws, and I quote his words, God said, what was it? Let there be light, and there was. Let there be earth, and there was. This is a reference to Genesis chapter 1 of the Bible, which Longinus believes is simple and profound, in short, sublime. Longinus has similar things to say about the Greek dramatists and Homer. Longinus also said, correctness escapes censure, greatness earns admiration. So Longinus believed that technical perfection is not what makes an art great, but its own greatness, its own value, and its own ability to move you or transport you is what makes our art great. Sublimity has 5 characteristics according to Longinus. The first one is grandeur of thought. You need to have a great soul in order to think grand. The second one is strong and inspired emotion. The writer should be able to express his emotion in a very strong and powerful way to make his topic more grand. Both grandeur of thought and strong and inspired emotion are inborn gifts of a poet. The third one is the proper construction of figures. This is a reference to the use of metaphors, ornamental language, and other stylistic elements that are acquired through education or through training rather than through genius. The fourth one is nobility of diction, or the proper use of words, imagery, etc. And the last one is dignity of composition. This refers to the ordering of words, having an ear for rhythm, and also having coherence and consistency with your work of art. Longinus is more popular among the English critics than Horace and other critics who lived between the age of Aristotle and Longinus. According to John Dryden and Longinus, who was undoubtedly, after Aristotle, the greatest critics among the Greeks, had judicially preferred the sublime genius that sometimes errs to the middling or indifferent one, which makes few falls but seldom or never rises to excellence. In his essay on criticism, Alexander Pope wrote, Thee, bold Longinus, all the 9 inspire and bless their critic with the poet's fire. An adroit judge, who zealous in his trust, with warmth gives sentence, yet is always just, whose own example strengthens all his laws, and is himself that great sublime he draws. From a modern point of view, you can say that Longinus has helped to shape reader response criticism, for he concentrates on the sublime effects instead of the technical aspects of a work which previous critics talked about. He also gave voice to the individual genius rather than the person who has got technical expertise. The idea of individual genius later became popular during the Romantic Age. Like and subscribe to Denver's Point of View YouTube channel.